Okay, so we've got some more E3 things going on. Give me a hot second here because I'm still sorting some things out. Boopity bop. I should be all sorted out. So I don't know what's actually going on with the main E3 stream here. I'm gonna unmute it and see what's going on here.
We were just getting some fan service.
Yeah,
Someone
But apparently, people are yelling. Why are people yelling?
Super hot. That it's super hot in
But-
here. That reminded me.
hold
Yeah,
on.
super hot's definitely one of my favorite shooters.
But
of past
from what I
years.
heard, assuming
Such a
I got
cool
the
mechanic
times
that
right,
time only moves when
assuming
you
I got the
move.
times right, we should be having
Reflexes,
Dark Deity
not
showcased here
shooters,
very
but
soon,
people
which is
playing
something that we'll probably be
plenty of
hopping into in the near
moves.
future, and is a game that
Gotta
I've
go
now
for
got my eye on
that
because of
And on top of that, it tells a very
my opportunity to see a bit of it and talk with the director of the game, and I was like, wow, this is actually pretty neat. I really resonate with your passion and whatnot. So apparently it's supposed to be at 4:20 to 4:30, I think. So like sometime coming up soon, like very soon here, I guess. Should we do something like that? Should we do something like that? Maybe something more like this? I don't know. Maybe something more like that. The chat's a bit distracting. It's always basically like more of the same, I guess, you know, in my opinion. But yeah, so apparently in 5 minutes here, it's supposed to have its little feature thingamabob that, assuming I'm tuning into the right thing, it should be the right place. Like, I've not really tuned into a whole lot of E3 events in terms of like the whole thing. I'm the kind of person that just freaking, you know, checks out highlights and stuff later. But this is apparently this is the E3 stream. So I assume that I'm gonna be in the right place, right? Probably. Probably gonna be in the right place. We'll see. We'll see here. I mean, we've got a few minutes to go, and we'll see if if this is indeed the right stream to be at, or if I've completely lost my marbles and don't know what the heck I'm doing. Because I mean, I could always stop doing that, because I could always see if stuff is going on like specifically for this category if need be. So we'll see. We'll see when it comes to that. Anyway, what is going on here anyway? Vote using the hashtag in chat. What was the best FPS of the FPS news of the week?
Fantastic game. Try that out. Not a first-person shooter per se, but
not really something I would have cared about all that much anyway, so it doesn't matter. That doesn't really matter a whole lot, right?
That's the other one that you need to play.
So the setting here is very interesting though. It's very bright, blocky.
Check them out. I'm getting all hot and bothered talking.
What is that?
I can tell. I can tell.
I don't know what that is.
But
but it's a very
Granddaddy,
interesting area they've got going on here.
But we're all done talking shooters for now.
A very interesting looking bit.
Exclusive look at one of our favorite devs that we've seen here, Freedom Games' Dark Deity. So grab your swords, because that is going to be coming up next.
This isn't my contract.
Yes. So this is a project that I'm like relatively new to. Like I only really got a proper look at it. Maybe what is this now? I guess an ad. I guess there's an ad first and foremost. But I only started like really finding out about it like a few weeks ago, where I was reached out to if I was interested in like covering things about it early, and I was like, I'm not quite sure. But I wound up, but it did seem very intriguing. It did seem like a very intriguing game. I liked the way that it looked, and I wound up inquiring about it. Got the chance to meet with the director and talked with him for a little while. And honestly, I think that it was a very fascinating project. I think that's really cool that somebody studying economics would Google a game similar to Fire Emblem, not find anything he wanted to play, and then was just like, oh, I'll do it myself. And that's what he did. And he freaking made it himself, along with his team of 6 in total. But apparently, he told me that he was the only one that touched the code of the game at all, and it's apparently not even commented at all, which is certainly very intriguing. But I think that's really cool that like this kind of a project is now being unveiled at E3, where, you know, somebody who's never studied game design could just be like, okay, I want to start a project and get it off the ground and see what can happen with it. And now a few years later, we have it being unveiled at E3, and I think that's honestly a really inspiring and cool thing, quite frankly. But that's my opinion. That's my opinion. So I'm looking forward to what'll be will be showcased here. We'll see what's going on when it comes to that. Whatever this ad is here, it's lasting a little while. I know it's supposed to be at like 420. It's currently 419. It just ticked over to 419. So 1 minute. 1 minute more of ads to go, I guess, probably, or something like that. Is what things are seeming like. Download on the App Store, get it on Google Play. But yeah, so apparently they're gonna be announcing the release date, and I don't know what that release date is gonna be. But apparently later today is when a bunch of content creators like me get early access copies to the game. So it should be like right after the presentation-ish that maybe I get an email with something like that. If I don't, and we need to like panic switch it to something else, we might hop into some Dead by Daylight since that game just got a new update in Killer today. So if need be, if we need to like rethink and figure out some other stuff, then that's what it's gonna be. Okay, what's happening here?
Place in a mythical land broken by the horrors of war.
Oh no!
And evil. With an array of
kind of like Fire Emblem
at your side, are you ready to command one of the game's 30 characters to become a legend in the land?
Mark my words, I'm gonna try to break this game in half before it releases. Assuming the release date isn't today, I'm going to try to break this game in half before release. I mean, the director himself told me that there were some very broken builds in the game, and he apparently left in the game one that was especially broken, that was like a Bernie Vengeance build from 3 Houses. So we shall see. Oh, that was very cool visuals there. Stuff that I've heard about there.
Whenever you need me.
Sprawling epic story. Boopity bop. I do very much like the character art of this game. I do very much like the art style. Form yada yada unique bonds. I think I heard that there was like only so many bonds you could do with each character, so you have to make like choices about who develops bonds with you. I could be completely losing my mind. I could be completely going crazy. I'm probably going completely crazy, but I mean, it is what it is. Feel the pain with the grave wound system. Yeah, we had a bit of a discussion about that, and that was kind of like the idea of, you know, in games with permadeath, it's like just reset on the spot if you lost a unit, and all you've really lost is time. That's the only real consequence. So the attempt there was apparently creating a system that has like consequences, but doesn't, you know, just take away your time and be like, well, there's an hour lost of having to do that map again and whatnot. Interesting. Oh, I very much like that art style there. Very much so, let me tell you.
Hey there, I'm Chip Moore, game director.
Honestly, a really nice guy.
And it's finally time to reveal the release date.
From meeting him.
You may not know this, but Dark Deity is the first game that we've ever worked on. So to be at E3
I
showing
knew that.
this game is a dream come true.
I knew that just because he told me about it, but
to make the most out of our first E3 and to release Dark Deity today.
It is today,
live
okay.
on stream right now. As of this
so
moment,
it is today after
Dark
all.
Deity is available
So I'm not gonna
on
get the
Steam.
chance to freaking break it before anybody else does. Oh well. Oh well, what you gonna do? That's really cool though. That's really neato though. That's probably a like smart decision to make as well, quite frankly.
I can hear Michael and Dane going crazy back there. Dark Deity is available now for download at Steam, so go check it out. And the developer showcases continue here at E3 2021. Now it's time for Eureka Studio.
So I guess that was just a little bit. It wasn't like a 10-minute thing like I guess I had initially anticipated. It was just a couple-minute thingamabob thing there, I suppose. But
hello everyone. Welcome to
but
the
yeah, I
Eureka
guess I
Studios
will
E3 showcase. I'm Daniel.
go ahead and back out from there then.
Eureka is a
Hi, how was it nap? I
digital
tried to get some power napping between bits of E3 here, but I don't know. I guess it was something. Hope you're doing well, Mortis. But yeah, so it looks like the game is just immediately released in that case when it comes to Dark Deity. So if freaking keys get distributed to content creators in a timely manner, then I might be getting an email about that soonish. If not, I'll probably just freaking pick it up and stream it. I might just do that as what I may wind up doing. Like, I think I had the freaking page here for it open for like any updates or whatnot. Yeah, it's just freaking available like right now, it seems like. is the thing. They just like, immediately posted it after the thingamabob. You just bought it? I might just do the same. I'm supposed to have like a key sent my way here very soon, but I might just pick it up anyway. is what I'm honestly thinking of, and then I could always give like the key to a friend if need be, you know. I could technically always do that, and that might just wind up being something that I do. Maybe. But yeah, so there's that. Dead by Daylight got a new update earlier today as well. Want your PC tactical RPG? You want to hop on into that and whatnot. But yeah, I know that Dead by Daylight got an update earlier today that added a new killer and new survivors, and I was thinking about showcasing that earlier today, but I was also tired, and I was like, let's just like chill with some other stuff and whatnot. But that's the way it be. That's the way it be, I suppose. I'm thinking that, yeah, well, I'll give it like a few minutes here, and if I don't get an email, I'm just gonna pick it up, honestly. Is what I'm gonna do. I'd probably still wind up getting a key, in which case I could just like give it to some friendo. Is what I could always do if that's what winds up happening. Because yeah, at the end of the day, I honestly do think that it was like really cool and inspiring to hear about, you know, a solo dev in terms of, you know, the actual coding and development of it with a small team, essentially making the game that he freaking wanted to make and whatnot. I think that that's really fascinating. In some other news is oh look, there's a thumbnail that I was freaking working on earlier today. In some other news, is the freaking HD version of this processed yet? Because I've been waiting on this for a good while. I accidentally briefly made this public, and then I made it private again when I realized the HD it's still not ready. Wow, that's rather silly, isn't it? My goodness gracious. So I won't be able to publish that anytime soon, but I should be able to publish my one on Dark Deity now, because that's apparently its embargo is like lifted now that its thingamabob is showcased. So I'm just gonna go into settings and set that to public, and yeah, I think everything on that front is a-okay. So there we go, bada bing bada boom. The video is public now. And video is public now. I'm fairly certain that it's fair game now, is the thing. So now I should have I meant to publish the freaking E3 Nintendo thingamabob first, but like if HD thingamabob is still processing. There we go, we got our first video in Dark Deity, despite the fact that I haven't started the game at all yet, with the freaking developer interview there. The director interview thingamabob. Hold on. Like, I've been working on this video for a little while now, waiting to publish it, so I'm glad that this is a thing that I can finally share. At first I was like, why is there no volume? It's because I freaking muted the thing, so... But I've been looking forward to publishing this video, quite frankly.
It does indeed block where the... What?
Because honestly, it was a really cool, chill experience.
No, so,
and whatnot.
This demo save is on the lowest difficulty, so
okay.
It's going to look
it was a pretty chill time, so I know some basics of the game at this point.
When it's not balanced.
I'm not exactly any expert, but I'm familiar, at least. I'm gonna give it until 4:30, and if I don't get an email by 4:30, I'm just gonna buy the game. Bernie and Vengeance, but is what I'm gonna do.
But when it comes to thinking about,
but yeah, it was neat to be able to discuss some other Fire Emblem games and whatnot, and have that kind of discussion with somebody who has like very clearly, you know, really scrutinized, you know, meaningful choices in this kind of game, and you know, give it to anybody else, and maybe based his own game based on like any
at all. It basically pushes you to do a certain
stripes with that freaking
choices in your own build.
Complaints with that or whatnot. But yeah,
more customizable way.
That's a new feature. What's a new feature?
If there's downsides, consistent across everyone.
With
you can put them on.
It definitely seemed like when I got the chance to talk to Chip, it did seem like there were healthy amount of memes that were put into the game and such. Is something interesting on the difficulty selection screen, or talk about the randomizer by chance? Nobody expects the Spanish Inquisition. Like, this was certainly something.
Where is that? The fucking flavor text, most effective when unexpected.
Like, this was
Didn't expect a kind of Spanish Inquisition.
The fact that there's references to stuff like this in that game already
You know we had to do it.
Already gives me
My
a good
freaking host
opinion
alert when
and
people
such.
host or raid me is literally nobody expects a Spanish Inquisition.
That's funny. I like that. There's a whole lot of shit posting in this.
So yeah. Yes, he was showing me the randomizer when we were talking about it last week, and what he was telling me is like somebody could work on this for like two years, something like that, to get it in the game and get it working, or he could just make it himself in like 1 month or something like that, and that's what he wound up doing because, you know, somebody was gonna potentially take up to 2 years doing that otherwise, because that's something that people have fun with. Apparently, from what I heard, from what he told me, is apparently not only do these affect growth rates, but they also affect base stats. Like, apparently your base stats are based off of your growth rates, essentially. So he was telling me that some runs might just not be possible. So I don't know if that means that if you set like everything to 0 here, if that just means you have 0 bases and 0 growths, or what exactly that means. Like, I'm not exactly sure, you know, exactly how that translates and such, you know, because apparently the growth rates affect bases and such, and for like enemy stats, if you turn up to 200, it's just gonna be like double stats. Really made this challenge run accessible? It seems like, but he was telling me that he thinks that some runs aren't gonna be possible, so we'll see if that's true. We'll see if some people manage to break the game in half. Like, I'd like to find some ways to break the game in half. I mean, he was mentioning to me that, you know, one of the intentions of the game is absolutely to do, like, broken builds by endgame and such. And he said that there was one particularly broken build that he left in the game that was the equivalent of 3 houses, Bernie Vengeance. So I assume that there's, like, some skills that have to do with, like, doing more damage at, like, not full health. If it's Bernie Vengeance. Or, like, the less health you have or something. So I'll keep an eye out for that. It's 4:30 and I haven't gotten an email. I'm just gonna freaking pick it up is what I'm gonna do. Is what I'm thinking here. So I'm just going to freaking put up that screen because I don't need people seeing my you know, checkout stuff on Steam. I'm just gonna pick it up. I'm just gonna do it as well. I'll go to the store and I'm gonna do it. Don't think I won't. I'm doing it right this instant. I agree to the Steam subscriber agreement. Bada bing, bada boom. Nobody gets to see my PayPal account. There, done. I'm allergic to it being done. Alright, where is this? There it is. Let's go ahead and install that game, is what we do. I just got an email from Steam support being like, thank you for your purchase. Disk space required, 1.3 gigabytes. Yep, do it on my solid state. Sounds like a good idea. Why do I have allergies to this whole freaking situation? Now I need to categorize it. Add to boopity bop. Was I dropping frames there for a hot second? No, it was just lagging from like downloading a thingamabob. Where's the thing? There it is. There's the game. Not taking long to download at all, apparently. Not at all taking long to download. Okay, well, it freaking downloaded it. I'm gonna need to change over the stream title and stuff here, is what I will have to do to get that all set up. Maybe I shouldn't have paused the music yet for that reason, even though the thing is done downloading. That was freaking fast for like 1.5 gigabytes. We recently got a new modem and like internet plan. It's been interesting so far. So I guess I'd have like in brackets at the beginning like the difficulty. I think that the harder mode was called Deity difficulty? Healers can do damage. Oh yeah, that was something I knew about. Deity difficulty. Let's see here. I'm gonna call the stream title trying to break this game in half. Out the gate. Let's see here. Stream one. I think it's called Deity difficulty, right? Let's see here. And my regular tags of like first playthrough, no spoilers. I'll go with hard mode because I'm probably actually gonna set it to hard mode, most likely. And yeah, that's what we're We're thinking, I think it's called Deity difficulty. I might have to like adjust the stream title in a hot second. Okay, cool. All right, so we just got the game installed. Good old Dark Deity here. Let's run it. Whoa, it's not in full screen by default. I can go ahead and switch to this layout here. I'm gonna have to, whoa! That was bright for a hot second. But yeah, apparently it was just straight up made with Game Maker, interestingly enough. I'm gonna have to go into OBS here and adjust some setting. I might turn that down a smidge there. Yeah, I'm gonna have to turn off the display capture. Where's the display capture I have on right now? The answer is where? There it is, I think. So if I load this up, game capture should find it, I think. It might not find it. I might need to like actually directly set it to this. Wait, was my game capture not on? We're having technical difficulties right out the gate. Oh, because I set it to a specific window. So if I set it to the specific window, then it should find it in OBS, right? There we go. There we go. Why is it cropped down? There we go. Now it's there properly. Now it's there properly. I'll go ahead and turn the volume down a smidge. Yeah, there we go. Something like that. Okay. Okay.